Hello, you are watching New Vision TV news around Uganda. I am Raifina Seje, and let us kickstart up today's bulletin from Ruchiga. Now, the embattled Ruchiga County MP Herbert Kabafunzaki has said despite what he called an embarrassing arrest in April last year, he will remain a committed member of the national resistance movement. Kabafunzaki was reacting to comments by some of his constituents who protested in April against his arrest and continuous court appearances, saying it had affected service delivery in their county. Protesters say the interim government had disrespected their choice. They reportedly threatened to quit the party and join the opposition unless Kabafunzaki was cleared of all the allegations. While addressing the press conference at Cephas Eid in Kabale last week, Kabafunzaki said his arrest was jeered by his enemies and known to the NRM as a party, and thus he could not blame it. Let's move on to Yumbe District, where the Yumbe District local government has failed to absorb a total of 825 million shillings, which was meant for the financial year 2017-2018. The district budgeted for 36.1 billion shillings for the financial year, but failed to utilize all the funds. According to a report showing the district's financial year state of affairs, the surplus monies were meant for clearing salary arrears, pensions and gratuity. A total of 342 million shillings was meant for the gratuity arrears, while 69 million shillings was for wages. Other intended expenditures were not specified on the report. The challenges that led to the funds not being spent included the decentralization of pension and gratuity approvals, which are partially done. As we continue looking at more stories making headlines across the country, let us take a break and take a look at what is making headlines in today's copy of the New Vision. Now, the headlining story today is social media attacks. UCC calls urgent meeting. We have the story here on page 5 in detail, and also we have snake bites, Uganda's silent killer. More stories making headlines in the copy of the New Vision. We have machete gangs raid Mbarara, hack over 50 cows. And then government to hire 3,000 teachers, and also police start probe into Lukwago's death threats. Moving on, inside the New Vision, we have districts to have better roads with new equipment. And then PWDs demand special consideration and the Operation Wealth Creation Program. More stories making headlines today. We have refugee single mothers, elder reap big from charcoal briquettes. Those are some of the stories you can read in detail when you buy today's copy of the New Vision. Now, every Monday we have two pullouts. We have the infrastructure pullout and also the health and beauty pullout. Now, what is making headlines on the front page of the health and beauty pullout is snake bites, Uganda's silent killer. We have a story in detail and also how you could avoid such snake bite complications. More in health and beauty, we have there are people sending in problems to doctors, and the doctors are responding. We have someone who says, "Why is my skin hardening?" And the doctor has an answer for the person. And then I have bumps on. Okay, I will not read that. Just get that in your copy of the New Vision. Moving on, let's go to the infrastructure pullout, which also comes out every Monday. We have SGR, Uganda, Kenya in joint financing talks. And then we have KCCA names and numbers property streets in Kampala. Those are some of the stories you could read when you buy your copy of the New Vision. Let's move on to the sports docket, where we have dark art. Whatever that headline is about, the story is right here in the sports docket. And as I tell you every day, the New Vision is your World Cup paper. We have whatever is happening in Russia. We have fixtures. We have what was scored and what games are going to be played in the near future. We also have analyses from some of the sports gurus in town. Everything is here in the sports docket. So grab your copy of the New Vision at only 2,000 shillings. And remember, we are proudly the leading daily. Let's move on to more stories making headlines across the country. Let's go to Mbara district, where social unrest has engulfed the people of Mbara district, particularly those from Nyakayojo division in Mbara municipality, after unknown machete-wielding men stormed the area and hacked at least 55 heads of cattle at different farms. Boni Tashobia Karutsia, the councillor representing Nyakayojo division, said the situation was worrying since they did not know the motive of the attackers. He said the affected farms were in the villages of Nyakakoni, Rukindo Ward and Kagando Ward. They include those of prominent UPDF officers, among them Kano Dick Bujingo and Kano Tito Mohendo. Finally, from Arua District, Obivo County School, located in Nichu Parish, Bileeve Sub-County in Arua District, is in dire need of classrooms and scholastic materials. The school, with a population of 200 pupils, has dilapidated temporary structures with grass-thatched roofs. Primary 6 and Primary 7 share a room without any partition. The pupils sit on the floor because the school has no desks, according to the 7th US Learning Assessment in the Refugee Contacts report that was launched on Thursday. The school has low numeracy and literacy rates. Out of the 32 pupils assessed, 16 cannot read letters, 4 cannot read a word, and none of them can read a paragraph. In numeracy, 9 could identify numbers, 8 could multiply numbers, and none could add or subtract numbers. That's all I had for you from me and the New Vision TV team. Remember to get more news updates by visiting our website www.newvision.co.ug/video. You can also follow us on our social media platforms. The Twitter handle is @NewVisionWire. Our Facebook page is The New Vision, and on our YouTube channel, which is New Vision TV. Thank you for watching. Till next time.